Yo YouTubers, no shame in the t-shirt as yet, still looking good. Right, let's get on with it. Another beer to review. I just done that. It took quite a while drinking that. It's quite a long time, you know what I mean? So, feel a bit merry. I thought let's get on with it, do one more beer review. Right, and it's a beer that I haven't seen anybody else review on YouTube. Well, when I checked out the search, it didn't show up at all, like so. So it's a YouTube premiere, I suppose. I don't know. Let's get on with it. It's from the bottle shop. I've left it room temperature as well, so if it gets a bit fizzy or if it overflows or whatever, I haven't chilled it like I should have really. I want to do it room temperature and see what happens. All right. There's a proper ceramic. Nah, it's plastic. Alright. Seal hasn't been broken. I don't even know where to start with this. This is from the bottle shop, by the way. Let's get the price. Get the price. It says, wow. £3.80. £3.80 a bottle, right? I thought it was more than that. Okay, yeah, it's private brewer. So it's a private brewery. On the receipt. Look, I got the receipt this time so I can check the prices. Think about it, man. I just, buy a few beers. I don't even know what they cost. I don't even look at the prices. I'm not rich enough, guys, you know what I mean? But like, alright, drum roll. There's a brand new one for you. Don't think anyone else has reviewed it. Ammerndorfer. Ammerndorfer Lager Urtyp. Urtyp. Lager Urtyp. I haven't got a clue what it means. I don't know what it is. I know it's a type of like some kind of lager, air type. Like I say, I've left this warm, like sort of room temperature. The hallway's quite cool. And it's a lager anyway. A German lager. See if I can see any more details. It says private. Why do Germans spell words that are impossible to pronounce, mate? Osttradition, private, Gebraut nach dem Reinheitsgebot, 4.9%, fine herb, Ammerndorfer beer. It's completely new to me. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here, guys. Total first time experience. Fine herb. Now you can read that. It says something like higher private landbrau something. It's ridiculous. I don't know how to say anything. Alright, Ammerndorfer beer. And at the back it says schmeckt nach Heimat, frankisch gut. I suppose that's schmeckt, that's describing me, is it? Schmeckt. Right, schmeckt Heimat, schmeckt nach Heimat, frankisch gut. If anyone can read that, like, make out with that as yourselves, like, there's like a nice view over the hills there, like the countryside and that, like. Lager Urtyp. don't know how to pronounce any of these words. Urtyp, Zutatenwasser, Gertenmalz, Hopfen, Hergestellt and Aggerfüllt für Ammerndorfer Bier. That's the address. Leer Flaschbit nicht wäsch Ichilblin. I don't know what that says. I haven't got a clue. But you can see by the label what it is anyway. Ammerndorfer Lager Urtyp. Right, it was £3.80 a bottle from the bottle shops. It was quite expensive, nearly £4. I won't be doing this for a long time, guys. Once I've selected my favourite beers, I'm just going to stick to them. But you know, be doing like, they only got one of these. I do them one at a time. It's one of them things. I'm dreading it. The last one popped open and spilled, didn't it? All right, let's go for it. Let's take the risk. Look at that, still sealed. Still sealed. Let's go. Are you ready for this? Oh, it didn't even pop off. Smoke. Smoke. Malty. Straight away, I'm getting that. It is a lager. I'm only having 2 beers tonight. Before the anti-beer league get onto my case. Alright, let's go. Let's pour it out. And while I'm pouring it, I'll start telling you a story, eh? My dad went to Germany once. Oh, that looks nice. Another story about my arm, right? He did a bit of work in Germany. And he was only there for a week or a couple of weeks. Doing some kind of welding job, you know what I mean? He was a fabricator, right? I don't mean he told lots of lies. Well, by the way, that's plastic. That thing is plastic, so you know, a little bit lacking in quality there compared to the other one I did. But you can use these again for homebrew, can't you? You see, you can use them again for homebrew. Look at that, crystal clear, looks gorgeous. Not much of a head, considering it didn't chill it. Head dispersed quickly, nice fine bubbles. Looks really good. Actually, wow, it's got a clarity, amber coloured. Anyway, my dad did this work, malty, very familiar lager smell. It has got a kind of winey smell as well, which is strange for a lager. Very winey. Just check my minutes. Only 8 minutes, right? Should we get this one in? Alright, let's go for it. Trying to think like familiar smells. Wine like champagne almost, like another. That's what I'm finding out with these beers. You see the carbonation thing, you know, the bubbles going. Not too wacky. That's why I use this glass, because it's visual, isn't it? You can see everything inside it, like. Got better glasses, like, but I actually found this on the street, believe it or not. When I was on a night out somewhere, like. Right. Yeah, kind of a winey taste. Yeah, smell, sorry, but the flavour. It's sweet. Very nice. Oh wow. Immediately getting that champagne-y thing on the palate, like. But it does taste very much like a nice sweet lager. Very appetising. I should have chilled it. Really. I left it like room temperature in my hallway, like. texture, the body, nice. The fumes are nice, you know what I mean? Very fumey. Come all the way from Germany, don't know where about, like. But anyway, yeah man, he come back from Germany, right? He was there for a couple of weeks, right? Some kind of welding job, right? And he come back with he had like stuff he bought and picked up in the shops or whatever while he was there, and he didn't speak German enough, and he couldn't read German. The only one in our house was my older sister, who done German in school, right? Who could speak or read German, right? But anyway, he comes back and he's got all these little bits and pieces that he's picked up in the shops and that, like, you know, like things he might have needed and that, like. And I had a kind of cold. You know, he's done his work and that, like, and that was like sort of water under the bridge. But he had all these little bits and pieces he brought back, right? And I had this kind of cold, like a sore throat, you know what I mean? And my dad says, "Oh, there's some stuff there I brought back from Germany if you want it, you know, if you've got a sore throat and that, like, you know what I mean? You know, like cough medicine or something." And I don't keep going like that, you know, like, oh. Only joking. And he said, yeah, there's some thingy there if you want to try that, like, you know, it's in the cupboard, like, I brought it back from Germany, you know what I mean? If you've got a cold and that, like. And anyway, I sort of thought about it, and I thought, oh yeah, that's cool, I remember that, like. And then I went out somewhere, and I remember going to me exes, like ex-girlfriends or whatever, like, and then having a night out or whatever, and I still had this kind of cold thing when I came back home, right? And it was in the early hours, like, everyone was in bed. And I sat on the sofa and I was sitting there thinking, oh. And I went ding, another light bulb in my head went, oh wow, my dad said there's some medicine there, like, try, like, you know, like a cough medicine or something, like. So I went and looked in the cupboard, and there it was, this bottle, like, with German label on German writing on it, like. And couldn't understand the word on it, right? But anyway, I went into the living room. And you know, when I take like sort of like, you know, Vicks or, you know, any kind of like cough liquid or something like that, you know, I'll take quite a bit, you know what I mean? So I was like, open the top like a gulp, like a huge gulp, man, you know what I mean? And then I just remember like almost blacking out and going like Dr. Jekyll when he drinks the stuff, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I went like violently, had this like proper violent reaction, like sort of, and I actually fell. I was sitting on the end of the chair, on the end of the sofa, like, and I fell into the sofa, and I remember like wobbling violently, like sort of like having almost a fit, like sort of like a rabid dog. I was thinking, bloody no, that bloody medicine's strong in it, whatever's going on there, like, you know what I mean? And I didn't think nothing of it, like, and I don't know, I could have gone through a barrier of some kind, like the afterlife or something, I don't know. I sort of kind of didn't really remember what happened, but I was okay, I sort of came through it, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, whoa, shot that, like, put the top on it and put it back in the cupboard, like, and then a couple of days later I actually said to her, John, hey John, try that cough medicine there, see what you think, like, you know, like thinking it was just me, maybe that didn't like the taste or something, like. And he went like, yeah, just like a little swig, and he sort of, and he went straight to the bin and spat it out. He's like, I'm not swallowing that, whoa. I was like, whoa, whatever the Germans are onto there, must be something mad, mustn't it, you know what I mean? And then my sister come a couple of days later, and I actually told my dad about it, right, and he just sort of laughed, he didn't really say nothing, like, I was like, I drank some of that, man, and I swallowed it, I actually swallowed a huge gulp of it, you know what I mean? And my sister come in now, like, a couple of days later, and I said, hey, what's that bottle of stuff in the cupboard there, Wen? Do you know what I mean? And she had a look and she was like, and she read it in German, and she was like, oh, it's, you know, oh, what's it called, man? The stuff you meant to, like, put a towel over your head and put it in like just a little drop in a bowl of warm water if you've got a cold. Do you know what I mean? You know the stuff you're meant to just inhale. And she said on the bottle, it says do not drink. You know, like do not consume. Like you're meant to cloves or not cloves. What's the other stuff called? What you put in water and you inhale it. Like, you know, it's like menthol thing. You know what I mean? And it was that, right? And it was poison basically if you drank it, right? And she goes, you were not meant to drink that. How much did you drink? And I was like, I had a proper gulp, like, and I mean, I could have died, couldn't I? And gone back, like, gone through the afterlife or something like that. I don't know. It was like, I've only ever had that violent reaction once ever in my life when I drank something, you know what I mean? I was really bad. I was like, on the sofa, like, choking, like, you know what I mean? And then my dad come back a bit later on, and I when he was going, hey, that bottle, you're not supposed to drink that, you know. It's from, you're meant to inhale it, you know, it's like, you know, fumes, like thing, like, you know, menthol. And he goes, oh, no wonder we were all, like, rolling violently when we drank it in Germany. He said one of his mates was, like, having fits on it. He said one of his mates drank it and he was going, on the floor in Germany when he was in the hotel room, like, you know what I mean? And he said he tried it and he was like, like your head goes like. But he could have killed me, you know, because I drank quite a huge swig of it, you know what I mean, right? And it turned out we weren't meant to drink it, it was poisonous, you know what I mean? My dad was laughing his head off, he thought it was dead funny, you know what I mean? He thought it was actually funny, like. He was going, I remember now when we were in Germany, like I had a violent reaction from it, like, and the other fella, he'd done loads of it. He actually had a couple of swigs and then just went really violent on the floor, like, you know what I mean? So is it not oil of cloves? What's the other thing, man? You know what I mean? You meant to, you know, you put the towel over your head and you sort of, you know, drink it that, you inhale it that way, like 17 minutes old. Yeah, I actually think, right, the thing is, because it was the early hours, no one else was in the room with me, you know what I mean? No one else was there. I actually think I could have died for a while, you know what I mean? Because I was really bad. I fell off the arm of the chair onto the sofa, and I was sitting on the arm of the chair. All right, back to the drink. So anyway, my dad, like, he could have killed us there, you know what I mean? He actually, we didn't even have a clue what it said on the label. He just went into this chemist in Germany. He was like, he said, the woman behind the counter didn't speak English, right? And we were going, cold, cough, sneeze, achoo, achoo, we need stuff for cold. No, this is all told afterwards, you know what I mean? It's not like before I drank it, like. And he told, and you know, she said like, you did this for colds, and it was meant to be inhaled, you know what I mean? So that's a bit of a, you know, I don't know. There's been a few times where I thought I'd been in the afterlife and I didn't realise, you know, like the sixth sense. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the beer. Lovely colour. She's quite lively. She's little space pods leaving Earth. Woo! Little space pods leaving Earth. We've all listened to Roller Coaster Ride. Number one and a dog. Right, the colour. There you go. Here's the cum shot. Golden. Delightful. I just wish I'd chilled it. You know, like really chilled it, like the other one, the Glen Africa, chilled it for quite a couple of days in the fridge, in the freaky freezer fridge. But yeah, I like this. Very kind of pub atmosphere, you know, German spirit kind of thing, like. So if any more details, might be able to read there. So picture the hops and. But yeah, I think this is a YouTube first. But yeah, I got in like and I done a search and no one else had tried. I was like, oh no. because I don't know what it is. But that's what I'm trying to say, is like I drank stuff you're not supposed to drink from Germany once. So I'm a bit weary of doing that again, like, in case, like, you know, going back to the bottle shop and you're like, what was that stuff? It made me collapse, you know, and you go, oh, that was our cleaning agents. The cleaner left it there by accident. We were mopping the floor, like. What's that say there? 1730. Anyone understand that, like? I'm really enjoying this. It's kind of blending with the Glenafric drink. I'm not really big on lagers lately, you know. Like the only time I usually drink lagers, right, folks, is when I go to pubs, watch football matches, and I'll drink like Stella or, you know, what's the other one I usually drink lagers? Just, you know, just to get well-eat to watch a footy match, and my sole aim when I go in a pub is to get as well-eat as possible for as cheap as possible, you know what I mean? When I'm sitting at home doing this kind of thing, it's a different thing, like. Yeah, it's got that classic German flavour, very wheaty. It's dead smooth on the palate. Reminds me of sherry, actually. It reminds me of sherry, the texture and the palate. But it's a very unmistakably lager, like. What does that mean, Urtyp? I don't know. I've seen it before. Urtyp, or Urtyp. Don't know what it means, like. Yeah, anyway. That was £3.80 a bottle. And I can use the bottle again if I do my own homebrew. So yeah, I've got a kind of phobia of drinking anything with German writing on that I don't know what it is. I mean, I can understand the word lager, like. I'm not going to rush this one down either. I'm going to enjoy this one. I don't do one quite slow, can't you tell? Got that biscuity. Like a biscuity, malty, delicate taste. Lovely golden ambery colour. Yeah, it's probably nice if you drank a few of them. Nice fumes. Smooth, not too gassy. This is a laid back review, isn't it? Very pleasant indeed. The warmy, winey vibe is there. The quality of that. What have we got? What was it? 4.9. Which isn't too soul destroying. I don't know what that little thing is there. Let's have a look. Searching for anything like in English, like what's that say? für die Umwelt mehr weg. I'll tell you what though, I mean, there is a lovely wine that's coming off it that I'm really enjoying. Like the palate is really nice. I'm just kind of bored with lager in general, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not saying this is a bad lager, this is absolutely a fine lager, but I don't really jump out, you know, jump up and down for lager as a rule, unless I'm out like some kind of party mode, you know, listening to Roy Orbison in the pub and that. See there, the top goes back on, like you can sort of, you know what I mean? You can use these again for homebrew. Good thinking, isn't it, you see, when you buy these? Definitely no pop now, like. Just see if there's any more drops in there. Yeah. I like that. I'm not like a big lager out anymore. But I'd highly recommend that if you dig lager, and it'd probably be much better chilled. I didn't know what to do, you see, with these bottles of thing. It's a lovely colour. Gorgeously appetising amber look. You see the, you know, the swilly abouty thing. The swilly, what do you call it, like? You see the little bubbles there tell you it's quality. Those little tiny bubbles get that champagne quality. It's the aroma that's kind of off-putting to me because it's like a typical lager. You know, the nose. Typical lager kind of thing, which just reminds me of getting really wellied and being mad. But when you taste it, it's lovely and smooth, it's tame. I actually like it, like. I do like it. I don't know whether anyone else out there will want to drink that, but I recommend it. Because I'm not throwing these back and I'm not getting the full vibe off them, I usually throw them back to see how welly they feel, right? And I don't want to tonight. I want to like took my time with both the drinks I've reviewed. And by the way, time check. It's 22:39 on the 16th of March 2021, Tuesday. Yeah, there's a nice sweet, appetising, almost toffee, sweet toffee aftertaste. Very delicate. And the texture's lovely. The water's nice. It's smooth. Yeah. Ooh, it'd be nice in the pub. Let's put it that way. Each swig's warm. Each swig's got a lovely warm palate, which is very unusual for a lager for me, like. It just disperses and disappears like a ghost on your palate. And then it's just like a warm feeling, like nice. Yeah, I like that. As they say in Germany, Prost, whatever that means. I don't even know what it means. Well, yeah, it looks gorgeous. Gorgeous orangey colour. Yeah, I like that. Definitely a number 10 out of 10 for that one. say about all of them, don't I? No, but I mean that like it's quality. It's very nice. Might not be because I'm not a big lager head. For me personally, it's not one where I go, whoa, yeah, whoa. But I'm sure any lager drinker who enjoys a good lager would really appreciate that. Okay, I'm at my half hour limit. There you go. Give it a try, guys. You might like it. The warmy sherry. It's like a swig of sherry. Very nice. Or brandy. That's what it reminds me of, brandy. Reminds me of brandy. Not the taste, just that little warmy, smooth, satisfying. Cognac or brandy. Okay, thanks for watching. It's a 10 out of 10. I'll see you later.